Teviot Brook is like your eccentric aunt. You don't hear anything about her until she causes a kerfuffle on Facebook. When there's been any amount of rain, all the locals of Boonah want to know, is Coulson over? So I've set out to find out why a seemingly run-of-the-mill story of a bridge flooding has caused such a stir within the Boonah community.
We built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. Built this city. We built this city on rock and roll.
This is by no means an exciting bridge! The bridge sits at 3.5 metres above the ground, with Teviot Brook sitting on average at a metre. It usually does a good job, serving as the main connection route between Boonah and the much larger town of Beaudesert. But when it goes under, locals can be cut off for days. So why is it that more advance notice can't be given when Coulson is going under? I reached out to catchment flood management engineers at the Scenic Rim Regional Council to get the lowdown on this low-down bridge. The engineers explained that Teviot Brook's relatively low gradient and considerable storage in its floodplains can reduce the rate of a flood peak moving down the river, meaning it's a long and slow process when Teviot floods. Heavy rainfall in any location along Teviot Brook's catchment can cause Coulson to go under. Thanks to these unique geographical characteristics, it can be difficult to predict flooding along the river. Getting accurate information out can be tough. When I asked locals, they said they get most of their flooding information from Facebook. In the wake of Cyclone Alfred, local groups were flooded, no pun intended, with questions about the bridge's depth. The lack of accurate information left many feeling distressed and left behind. Jess and Paul, local community members, saw a silver lining. They found the humour in the situation, deciding to make their own Facebook group.
No matter how many times you can share the graph.
It was an inside joke, my husband and I, because we wanted to integrate into the community lifestyle out here. We joined a bunch of groups on social media, and he's like, oh, it's another is Coulson Over question. That should be its own group, seriously. And I was feeling a bit silly one night. I'm like, yeah, you know what, I'm going to do it. I'm going to create the group, and it grew legs, and I just kept checking and seeing that the numbers were increasing, and I said to my husband, I think it's a bit beyond a joke now.
Do you know how many people are on the Facebook group?
Just excuse me while we check our photos. I can tell you there currently is 2,074, but it hasn't gone up much since the last month because Coulson hasn't been over.
Plus 4 in the last week though, that's what it's saying here.
Okay.
I would consider numbers like that to be an indicator of the level of support we have within the community.
Yeah.
It's its own body within the community, I think, you know.
We all want to ask, we all got to know, is Coulson over?
When did you first become aware of the Is Coulson Over Facebook group?
I just saw it there. Suddenly it just came up, and I thought, cool. I thought I'm going to make a song. So I wrote down some lyrics. Now, this is the key thing. I did not know about ChatGTP. I did not know about using the internet to make the lyrics better, because the lyrics aren't really great.
Did you foresee the success of the song?
Never. And all my Coulson stuff is attached to my Mediafire account, and I just saw it go up and up and up. It's currently sitting at 3,200.
You'd mentioned that the timeline of making the song, you made the first one, and then over that weekend you then decided to make the
Well,
How many times you can share the breath? People will still question if this is the correct path. In order to travel.
Sunday morning I thought, why don't we do caps? So I rang Lisa up on Sunday morning because she had a mobile number, and I thought I'll give it a go. Lisa is the lady who owns the embroidery lounge in Boonah next to IGA. I don't know, I just felt we should go a bit further with this because the numbers are growing and growing and growing, the group's growing. That's what we've got, a cap. And I thought, okay, why don't we do, what else does she make? Stubby holders. Is Coulson Over stubby holders. So she's got a shirt.
Yep.
And we've got a tote bag as well. Yeah.
The money that you make off of the hats, where does that go?
We don't make any money from
no,
it. So
no.
Lisa makes the caps and all of the the goods to order,
Yeah.
and then what happens is a certain amount of dollars per item goes to the salvos
Yes.
for the flood relief.
We particularly feel that we're supporting a local business.
We tell people to go straight to the shop.
There is a serious side to Coulson Over. It's not just this humorous thing. We don't want to get into politics. We don't want to get into which party should do this and which party should do that. But the more people that are listening to the Coulson Over song, the more people that are wearing the T-shirts, using the stubby holders and getting the name out there. Coulson Over is a question. It needs to be answered, and it needs to be answered by our politicians who see it, who know about it, and go, well, what can we do next? I know, I've seen this Coulson Over thing, what about we do Coulson Bridge? So there is a serious side to it, and hopefully one day, we will see that Coulson Over won't be over anymore.
It's Coulson Over.